There are places on Earth, remote and unforgiving, where the cold isn't just a temperature, it's a relentless predator. A constant threat that demands respect and resilience. It's a force that shapes the very landscape and tests the limits of human endurance. The Arctic, a realm of endless daylight in summer and perpetual darkness in winter. Antarctica, a continent of ice and mystery, holding secrets buried beneath miles of frozen water. And Siberia, a vast expanse where the taiga meets the tundra and the cold seeps into your bones. Here, survival isn't a given. It's a minute-by-minute battle against the elements, a constant negotiation with the environment. Every breath, every step, is a conscious decision. One mistake, a moment of carelessness, and the cold claims you, turning flesh to ice and extinguishing the flame of life. So why do we go to these desolate, dangerous places? Because in these extremes, stripped bare of distractions and comforts, you discover who you really are, what you're truly capable of. Stripped of comfort, technology, and the noise of modern life, you're left with only your wits, your instincts, and the indomitable spirit that resides within. The silence of the polar landscape, broken only by the wind and the crunch of snow underfoot, tests your inner strength, forcing you to confront your fears and doubts. Legends are forged here, stories of courage, resilience, and the will to survive against all odds. Like Shackleton's crew, stranded for nearly 2 years in the Antarctic, surviving through sheer grit, unwavering teamwork, and an unyielding belief in their eventual rescue. The ice teaches lessons you can't learn anywhere else. Lessons about humility, perseverance, and the interconnectedness of all things. So join me as we explore what it truly takes to face these frozen giants, to understand their power, and to respect their unforgiving nature. We'll uncover the brutal realities of life in these extreme environments, the constant struggle against the cold, the hunger, and the isolation. We'll learn about the life-saving techniques that can mean the difference between survival and disaster, from building emergency shelters to navigating by the stars. And we'll witness the moments of breathtaking beauty found only at the edge of the world, the ethereal glow of the aurora borealis, the pristine expanse of untouched snow. This is about embracing the challenge, pushing your limits, and discovering the fire within that burns even when everything else is frozen solid. Are you ready to answer the call of the ice? Deep in the Siberian wilderness, a land of extremes, where nature's beauty masks its unforgiving power, a research team, a group of geologists, had ventured into this remote region, seeking to unlock the secrets hidden beneath the frozen earth. But one morning they awoke to a world transformed, a world erased by a sudden ferocious blizzard. The landscape they knew had vanished, replaced by a swirling vortex of white. Their only lifeline to the outside world, a rugged truck, was frozen solid, entombed in ice and snow, rendered useless by the sub-zero temperatures. The biting wind howled relentlessly, and their carefully rationed supplies were dwindling rapidly. Hope was fading with each passing hour. Staying put, huddled in their tents, meant certain agonizing death. The odds were stacked against them, but they refused to surrender. Their leader, a seasoned geologist named Dmitri, faced an impossible choice. He made a desperate call to abandon their camp and walk 20 miles through the blinding blizzard to a remote outpost, their only chance of rescue. The wind tore at them with the force of a physical blow, and the relentless snowdrifts turned every step into an agonizing battle against the elements. Visibility was near zero. They were navigating a world of white. They linked arms, a fragile chain of humanity, forming a human chain against the fury of the storm, each member supporting the other, their collective will pushing them forward. Exhaustion gnawed at their strength. One man fell, his body succumbing to the cold, nearly lost to the swirling snow and the numbing cold, his hope flickering like a dying ember, but they refused to leave him behind. They pulled him back. Teamwork, unwavering support was their only lifeline in this frozen hell. After what felt like an eternity of relentless struggle, hours blurring into a single, agonizing march, a faint, almost ethereal light appeared in the distance, a beacon of hope in the swirling white abyss, the outpost. With the last of their strength, they stumbled inside, collapsing onto the floor, more like ghosts returned from the dead than living men, faces encrusted with ice, bodies aching with a bone-deep cold that seemed impossible to shake. They survived not because of cutting-edge technology or fancy survival gear, but because of unwavering courage, a refusal to yield to despair, absolute trust in each other, and an unbreakable refusal to give up, even when all seemed lost. In the face of such extreme cold, survival is not about individual strength, but about the strength of the heart and the power of unity. The story of their Siberian ordeal is a testament, a powerful reminder, to the indomitable power of the human spirit, its ability to endure and overcome even the most harrowing of circumstances. In the unforgiving wilderness, you either come together, united in purpose and driven by a shared will to survive, or you simply don't come back. The wilderness demands respect, and it punishes those who underestimate its power. That's the fundamental essence of survival, stripped bare of all pretense. The relentless cold doesn't care who you are, your background, your status, or your past. It only respects unwavering determination, the burning desire to live, and the will to fight for every breath. In the end, that's what gets you through the darkest nights and the most brutal storms. And that's what forges you into something stronger, something more resilient, a true survivor. In the coldest places on Earth, where the wind howls like a hungry wolf and the ice stretches out to the horizon, your greatest enemy isn't a fearsome beast or a towering mountain, but the cold itself. It's a silent, insidious foe that can creep into your bones and steal your life away if you're not prepared. Hypothermia strikes when your body loses heat faster than it can make it, a dangerous imbalance that can quickly lead to disaster. It starts with shivering, an uncontrollable trembling as your body tries desperately to generate warmth. Then comes confusion, a mental fog that clouds your judgment and makes it hard to think straight, and then silence. The shivering stops, the confusion fades, and you slip into unconsciousness, the cold claiming its victory. Frostbite freezes your extremities, the parts of your body farthest from your core where blood flow is most restricted. Fingers, toes, nose, ears, these are the first to succumb to the icy grip, turning white and numb as the tissue freezes. And frostbite sometimes costs you more than comfort. In severe cases, it can lead to permanent damage, even amputation. Protecting your hands, feet, and face with proper insulation is non-negotiable. It's the first line of defense against the relentless cold. Getting lost in these environments is deadly, a quick path to hypothermia and frostbite. In a whiteout, the world vanishes. The sky and the ground merge into a blinding white void. No landmarks, no direction, just an endless expanse of white that disorients and confuses. You can walk in circles for hours, unknowingly retracing your steps, burning precious energy, getting colder and more exhausted with each step. A compass and map are vital tools for navigation, guiding you when your senses fail, but even they're hard to use with frozen fingers, making precise navigation a challenge. The psychological pressure of being lost, the fear and uncertainty, can break even the strongest, leading to panic and poor decisions. The landscape hides traps, hidden dangers lurking beneath the pristine surface. Crevasses, thin ice, freezing water, these are the silent killers of the frozen world. One wrong step, a moment of carelessness, and you're gone, plunged into icy depths. You must read the snow and ice like an open book, learning to interpret the subtle clues that reveal hidden dangers. Understand the risks, assess the potential hazards, and make informed decisions about your route. And never let your guard down, never become complacent. Because the moment you do, the environment will seize its opportunity. Every step is a calculated risk, a careful assessment of the terrain and the potential dangers it holds. Nature demands your full attention, your unwavering focus, and your complete respect. The cold is patient. It doesn't rush, it doesn't tire, it simply waits. It waits for mistakes, for moments of weakness, for lapses in judgment. Survival means constant vigilance, unwavering awareness, and a deep understanding of the environment. Know the signs of changing weather, trust your instincts when something feels wrong, and never underestimate the power and unpredictability of the environment. In the frozen world, knowledge is your shield, your armor against the relentless cold. The dangers are real, the threats are ever present, but so is your ability to overcome them, to adapt and survive in this harsh and unforgiving landscape. Stay sharp, stay alert, stay focused, stay alive. That's the only way through, the only way to conquer the frozen world. In the frozen wild, your gear is your armor. Layer up smartly. Start with a sweat-wicking base, add insulation. Finish with a windproof shell. Protect your extremities, insulated boots, double socks, layered gloves, and a warm hat. A balaclava shields your face from frostbite. But gear alone isn't enough. Your brain is your best tool. Carry essentials, fire starter, knife compass, first aid, high-energy food, and a signaling device. Keep them on you, not just in your pack. Survival is about more than equipment, it's about guts and grit. Mental toughness keeps you moving when your body wants to quit. A positive attitude finds solutions. not just problems. The will to survive is the one thing the cold can't freeze. That's what keeps you alive. When the temperature drops, shelter is your top priority. Snow, your enemy, becomes your salvation. It insulates. A simple snow trench, just big enough for your body, gets you out of the wind fast. Cover it with snow blocks, branches, or a tarp. Always leave a ventilation hole. With more time, build a quinsy pile and pack snow, let it settle, then hollow it out. Thick walls insulate, a raised sleeping platform keeps you warmer, a candle inside can lift the temperature, and your spirits. Building a shelter is building hope. In the frozen dark, you carve out a pocket of life. That's survival at its purest. In the cold, your body burns calories, fast food is fuel. Emergency rations run out, you must turn to the land. Small game like hares and ptarmigan are your best bet. Set snares, conserve energy. Look for tracks droppings and feeding signs. Traps work while you focus on shelter or firewood. Near water, ice fishing can save you. Cut a hole, use improvised hooks, and wait. Fish are rich in protein and fat. Foraging is tough, but possible cranberries under snow pine needle tea for vitamin C. Every calorie counts. Finding food connects you to the land in a primal way. In the frost, nature provides if you know where to look. Survival is about resourcefulness. The hunt keeps you alive and human. The coldest places are brutal, but their beauty is unmatched. Stand on a frozen lake at night. Stars burn fiercely, and the aurora dances above. In that silence, you feel awe, not cold. The polar sun circles the horizon, painting the world in gold and blue. Glaciers glow with blue light. Frost forms crystal palaces. This beauty is your reward for endurance. It reminds you why you push through the pain. Surviving isn't just fighting nature. It's finding your place within it. Witnessing a glacier calve or a polar bear cross the ice, you realize you're a visitor in a magnificent world. The beauty fuels your spirit and hope. In the bite of the cold, you find wonder. That's what makes it all worthwhile. These stories and skills aren't just for explorers, they're for everyone. Adventure is about pushing your boundaries, not just conquering mountains. You don't need to go to the Arctic. A winter hike or learning new skills is enough. Facing the cold teaches patience, resilience, and self-reliance. You learn to appreciate warmth, shelter, and the simple things. These experiences build confidence that carries into everyday life. Respect for nature grows when you face its power firsthand. Our wild places are fragile. By experiencing them, we become their advocates. Start small, learn winter safety, take a walk in the snow, pay attention to the world around you. Let curiosity guide you. The spirit of adventure is calling. Face your own challenge, you'll be amazed at what you discover. The world's wonder is waiting. Our journey through the coldest hells ends here, but your adventure is just beginning. You've learned what it takes to survive and thrive in the white abyss. These stories are part of our shared legacy, reminders of our strength and resilience. The wilderness reveals who we truly are. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep pushing your limits. The world is vast, filled with challenges and beauty. Don't let fear or comfort hold you back. Pack your courage, trust your instincts, and step into the wild. The journey is yours to write. The wild is calling. Answer it.